Hey everybody, David Alter here for Rink-Wide Toronto, presented by Bodog. Make a play at Canada's choice for free casino games, sports odds, and poker strategies. Tonight, the Toronto Maple Leafs get ready to host the Boston Bruins, who are right behind me at Scotiabank Arena. And there will be a bit of a different look for the Toronto Maple Leafs as they look to try and figure out what to do about their bottom six. Pierre Engvall is going to take his first run at the third line center position. Hasn't played center in I don't know how long. I had to go back. It was probably before the pandemic. It's really hard to kind of nail that down, but the bona fide third line forward is now actually going to play center as Sheldon Keefe tries to figure out more secondary scoring with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And so he will go on the third line with wingers Wayne Simmons, who comes into the lineup against the big bad Bruins, and Calle Jarnkrok moves over back to the wing as well. Now, the big story for the Toronto Maple Leafs has been John Tavares. He's coming off a hat trick against the Philadelphia Flyers, and he scored those 3 goals out of 7 for the season. He's got 14 points in 11 games. A red-hot start, has done a few different things in the offseason, but has really focused on his strengths, which is below the dots and being that hard-nosed player near the net, and that is certainly paying off for number 91 of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Ilya Samsonov will be in goal. He is 5-2 this season, and really has had to be the guy to kind of take the reins since Matt Murray went down with an injury. He's been kind of skating here before the Maple Leafs hit the ice, but there really is no update on him. I think we mentioned in the last pregame that he's still a ways away. The Bruins are 10-1 in the Atlantic Division, and it's kind of funny to think because every year whenever teams kind of look at prognosticating where the Boston Bruins are going to be, they always think this is the year that they're due for a drop-off, and then every year they seem to just ride their consistency and prove all the naysayers wrong, and that's why they've got a 10-1 record. Of course, David Pastrnak, among many of the other reasons, as well as Brad Marchand and Patrice Bergeron, a reason for Boston's success. It is Hockey Fights Cancer. The Maple Leafs, Hockey Fights Cancer night, I should say. The Maple Leafs will actually wear their lavender jerseys during the warm-up. Of course, it takes on a bit more significance this season with Rodion Amirov, the first-round pick from the 2020 draft, having disclosed a brain tumor earlier in the year, and the Maple Leafs certainly will have him on their mind. So that is the storyline going into tonight. The Toronto Maple Leafs looking to kind of build a winning streak after snapping a 4-game losing streak with their 5-2 win over the Philadelphia Flyers the other night. Myself and Paul Hendrick will have your post-game show immediately after. Make sure you rate and subscribe. It is Rink-Wide Toronto, presented by Bodog, Canada's home for casino games and sports odds, where everyone goes to play. Rink-Wide Toronto, pre-game, post-game, every game.